I am your host, Judy Jewett. I'm on a mission to inspire others to live their best life. As a dynamic speaker and transformation coach, I have over 30 years of experience working with heart centered entrepreneurs and corporate executives to reach their full potential. I've inspired thousands of people with their own unique blend of inspiration, empowerment, and ability to rebuild and restore inner strength while supporting them by living out their dreams. Why this is important. And yes, I am woo woo. Just in case you can't tell, come on, my title of today is Quantum Field Generator. Now, if you studied human design, that word is not going to confuse you. If you're on your spiritual path and you care to spend more time on a spiritual business path, then that's not going to alarm you. But if you have never heard of the quantum field before, you may say, "Ooh, this is just too woo woo." Let me tell you. Well, let me challenge you just to stay with me because I'm going to take very old concepts of having what you desire, and I'm going to shed a new way of looking at it. And the reason why you want to know this, because you're living in 2022, 2 years after we've been declared with a pandemic. We've all been traumatized, right? We all are listening. If you're paying attention to life and the world, we've all been hit with all kinds of things on the environment. We've listened to one or two sides of a story of what is happening, and it can be very frightening. Is that not true? We've also are listening, if you're paying attention at all to the news, and we also know by going to the grocery store and buying things that the price has gone up and we've hit inflation. And it can really rock our foundation. Am I right? It can. So even if you're a positive person and even if you follow your spiritual principles, we still are part of the collective consciousness. What is the collective consciousness? That is where we're picking up what everybody else is feeling. Whether you are an empath actually feeling what other people are feeling, you're going to go about 8 miles around in a 8 mile ratio, a mileage of picking up what other people are feeling and thinking. So let me ask you this. Have you ever driven on the car and you're like on the highways and you're feeling wonderful and all of a sudden you're feeling like a little angry or you have anxiety? I have. Well, you're picking up other people's stuff. And now in a world where Florida has been hit by a huge major hurricane, and now it's going to be affecting the Carolinas, and it's really going to be affecting other parts, right? And we're listening to California, we're listening to New York, we're listening to Texas, we're listening to everybody and everything. And it's affecting us. It's causing more anxiety. We don't know who to trust. We're losing our faith in the world. It's shaking our foundation, and we try to stay firm, right? But the way we're doing business has changed. I know that people that have gone to the office every day, that since the pandemic, they're now working from home, right? And you may not want to go back to the office and your business is calling you back. So it's just always, we're being tugged all the time. Let's breathe. So today I want to talk a little bit about what is a quantum field generator. So stay with me. This is something you want to know. I'm going to give you now an example of what a quantum field generator is. And this is what you're doing. You're creating all of the time. So I am bringing you into more awareness, helping you understand. So as you're a part of the craziness in the world, right, of higher prices, we're scared of what is about ready to happen. If you're awake, by any means, and you see that there is so much mind control manipulation everywhere we look, then stay with me, right? Or if you're not and you're buying the stories of everything, then stay with me. It doesn't matter. All I'm saying is you are being affected. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to explain to you how powerful you really are and how you're doing this. Okay. So let's suppose that you are thinking of moving. If you're an adult, you've moved before. And when we've thought about moving, we start thinking about, okay, where do we want to go? What do we want to experience? Do we want to live in an apartment, a condo, a house? Do we want to live on the ocean? What are the possibilities of things happening? Do we want to live on a quiet lake? Do we want to live in the mountains? Do we really even care, right? So it's just we begin to think. Now, if you're like me and you're driving somewhere, you're doing something, you've got some extra time to think, you're thinking, okay, well, do what do I want it to be like? Do I want a lot of people around me? Do I want to live in the woods? You know, in the well, in the woods. Basically, I mean the country. Um, and what color? Well, you know, if you're a woman, you're definitely thinking about colors and what's it going to look like, and does it have carpet or does it have hardwood floors? And are you face the sun? If you're a person like me, I'm affected by the sun. I need to be facing east because I need sunshine. I need the morning sun. Do not have me facing north because it is dreary and cold. Okay. So these are all the things we're all thinking about. Well, as we begin to think about it and we begin to go to our memory bank of what we've done before and where we are, we begin to create a new reality. That's honestly what we're doing. We're adding to what it is we're wanting. And so you are, so understand this is like a new reality, it's parallel to where we are. So our imagination takes us to a possible new beginning. However, we're still right now, here and there, right here and now, right? And we have our current life. We're still living where we're living, but we want to begin to look at something new. So that is what a quantum field generator is. See, you already do this, right? Well, what is a little different? Quantum field is the quantum is a higher energy. When you begin to look at it, it's a higher vibration. Why do you want to know this? Because you want to manifest a lot faster. The more you're aware, the higher your energy is, the faster you can manifest what you want. Don't we all want to do that? Yes, we do. Okay, so I am going to be covering, that's all I'm going to share today. So I just want you to start thinking about it. And I am going to be sharing a very powerful, cutting edge way to take the old concept of manifesting. We're still using universal laws. You can talk, if you're not into the universal laws, then think about, we believe, if you're a Christian, you believe in a certain path that Christ taught you, right? So it doesn't I'm just saying to you, we come from many different backgrounds and it's all good. I'm saying I'm going to take you through a cutting edge way to have what you want faster. So if you have an interest in a little bit of woo woo along the way, make sure you let me know, message me, let me know. I am going to invite you right now to take my energy assessment. It is going to be your mindset around money and success. And it's a creative energy, and we all can use more success in our life. Maybe you're fine money. You know, if you're an executive, you're a manager working for corporate America, or you are an entrepreneur already making seven figures, right? Then maybe you don't want this, or maybe you're like me and you like to learn from other people. And so you're just going to be curious and say, what is this woman even talking about? Where is she going with this? So stay tuned. I'll be with you tomorrow. Take the assessment. If you are inclined to, sign up for my complimentary discovery session where we will go through your energy assessment. I'll also give you a little bit of extra insight of what I'm seeing, of why you have something and why you don't, and what you need to do. You may say to me, but I already know. Well, if you already know, are you making the changes in your life? I just said we're part of this collective energy that is got so much fear. We don't know who to trust, who to turn to. We're just scrambling around, right? So let's just breathe and bring in more of this peace that passes all understanding. It's we have access to it all the time. We can do it just by breathing, taking a deep breath. Okay, stay tuned with me. Take the assessment. I will get a copy of it. You have that chance to book the session with me. That's truly up to you. It's a gift to you, for you. Okay, until tomorrow, make it a beautiful quantum day.